This 33 by 33 feet concept home stands out for pairing two distinct roof geometries on one structure. A sweeping wood-clad gable over the entry volume meets a traditional tiled hip roof on the adjacent wing, giving the facade a layered, sculptural silhouette. Stacked stone cladding, vertical timber screens, and a rounded glass balcony corner add texture without clutter, while the deep covered porch shelters both entry and carport under one continuous overhang, softened by a frangipani tree and layered tropical planting at the base. The standout move here is scale paired with restraint. Walnut millwork runs uninterrupted through the living room, office, and multiple walk-in closets, unifying a house with an unusually generous room count into one coherent material language. Curated Southeast Asian artifacts, carved wood panels, and woven textile art appear as focal points rather than background decor, giving each room a distinct cultural voice within the same palette. The primary suite pushes furthest into that spa-like restraint, with a stone soaking tub, pebble floor shower, and stacked stone wall creating a quiet retreat, while a dedicated reading nook and home library round out a house built as much for solitude as for gathering. House 2. Craft reveals itself in the joinery here. This 33 by 39 feet concept home wraps its window frames around corners with mitered seams invisible to the eye, while a decorative lattice screen breaks up the stucco between window and gable, catching shadow rather than sitting flat. Standing seam metal roofing meets vertical timber cladding at a clean drip edge, and stacked stone piers at the entry carry visible mortar joints deliberate enough to read as handcraft rather than veneer. Even the exterior sconces sit flush into the stone rather than surface mounted, keeping the porch elevation uncluttered. Finish quality shows up in the small choices that don't announce themselves. Tufted button-back bar stools, a live-edge coffee table with visible grain, and open shelving lit from below with a warm linear strip rather than a single downlight. The primary bathroom's floating teak vanity meets a poured white countertop with a shadow gap reveal instead of a visible seam. And the walk-in pantry's stone-clad lower cabinets pick up the same material as the entry facade, tying interior finish back to exterior language. Brass hardware, woven rattan pendants, and hand-finished terracotta pots recur room to room. A consistency of material grade, rather than one showcase room surrounded by simpler ones, that signals the build quality throughout.